All good?
Good.
All right, welcome to our Monday night chat. I'm sorry we couldn't be with you last week. Of course, we were in Atlanta at the merchandise market. It was huge. We were very busy. We had a lot of things to look at. It was really, really exciting. We got to see a lot of things for next Christmas. And that's besides the work we'd already been doing on next Christmas. We actually get started on Christmas more than a year ahead of time, which is amazing. But we do literally get started on Christmas more than a year ahead of time. So we found a lot of beautiful things for you. Very, very excited. By the way, I think we're going to have an absolutely amazing Christmas in July this year too, just in case you're interested, which I hope you are because I love Christmas. So we have a lot of beautiful things coming up for you this week. A lot of them are going to be some beautiful jewelry. Normally at the end of this week, we would be in Vicenza, Italy at the Vicenza Jewelry Show. So David and I have been working hard on some very special things for you in lieu of that. So David, why don't you come on out? Tonight, Ailey, you're going to see Ailey on Facebook. You're going to see Liz on Facebook. So if you're saying, who are those people? They're fine. They're good. You like them. They're cool. Everybody's good. And we had a really fun time doing a cooking chat the other night, just like a quick thing, because I was making some chicken and rice anyway, so yeah. I thought I should. By the way, one quick tip on that chicken and rice, and I need to post the recipe. Sam, can you remind me about that tomorrow?
Yes.
Figure out how to do that. Is that the recipe calls for low sodium chicken broth? Don't do it. Use the regular. Oh, I don't care if it's good for you or not. It tastes better. Just to let you know. Okay, so David Markstein is joining us. David, who does all things jewelry with our little company and our website. David's been in the jewelry industry for decades. He is one of the most respected experts in the field, and he literally works with people all over the world to get beautiful jewelry for us. So 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, he's not asleep. He's on international calls to all different places in the world at all different times of the day, and he just absolutely gets us the most beautiful things. In fact, just this morning we were looking over, oh my gosh, those gemstone pieces.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, we were looking at
I know. He kept saying, here's some, like, I'm gonna keep that. He was like, stop it.
It was pretty amazing.
That's one of a kind. I don't care, I want it.
Yeah, that was so.
You can't keep all of them.
We were in Thailand this morning without actually going to Thailand.
Yes, we
but
were.
We were just like looking at all the beautiful product in India. We were looking at some of the product there.
Gorgeous.
We do like to travel all over the world without having to be, necessarily go there now, but
yeah,
I do miss Italy.
Yes, I do too, and we're going to have some very special things for you toward the end of this chat. Now, wanted to start out with noon today. We had an absolutely beautiful ring, and I have to say this ring, which is so beautiful, and this is diamonds.
Yes, it's diamonds.
And you loved it as much as we did. So this is already gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
So just to let you know.
So why are you showing it?
Because if you really love it, take a look at it. If you really love it, let us know, because sometimes that's how we decide, what can we do with something to get it back to you as quickly as possible if there's enough interest. So if you really love it, then put your name on wait list and we'll try to get more for you on that one. But
I think it's one of the most
beautiful oh my
rings
gosh, yeah.
I've seen, and I love the fact that it's diamonds.
Gorgeous.
I love the brush finish.
Love.
It's very high end.
Love.
It's from our favorite designer.
Yes.
Who does everything
by hand.
By hand.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely
Inspired
gorgeous.
By all times, but anyway, so that's great. And then we have
also, by the way, at noon today, we started out with this beautiful, beautiful kind of flower. And this is going to be your choice of rose, white, or yellow, and that's done in mother of pearl, and you're getting the necklace and the earrings. Now, the one caveat I would tell you is that this rose is already gone, so let me get this out of your way. So we have yellow and white remaining.
It's very popular today, and I understand why. We don't often offer sets, and this is not only you get the necklace, but you get the earrings with it, so you'll get both together. I love this design. It's an iconic design, but I think it's amazing how they carve the mother of pearl, and then they set that beautiful pave array of stones around it to really emphasize the piece. I think it's just a gorgeous combination. I love mother of pearl, whether it's diamonds, whether it's CZ, whatever it is, but I think this combination is just
beautiful. Great.
I love the earrings. They're perfect. The weight is great.
Yeah. One of the things that's nice is that the mother of pearl and then the stones around, it really shows up.
Yeah.
So even if it's a small earring on your ear, it really shows up.
Yep.
I mean, this looks like you went to Madison Avenue
Yes,
Just had a little financial breakdown, had to have those pieces, you know, and said, you know what, the kids don't really need a college fund. Give me those pieces.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what it looks like. They'll be fine, you know. But I love them. They're beautifully done. The quality is gorgeous.
Unbelievable. I'm so happy when you get this home. It's got some nice weight to it. It's just it's simple, but it's very high end.
And I love the fact that it's a real necklace.
Yeah.
I say real necklace in that it's not a pendant.
Yeah.
So the chain is attached to that flower in the front. It's not going through a bail. And I just think that's a different look, and it's very clean, and it's beautiful, and it's elegant. And once again, we have it in the yellow and the white. I'm just tipping it back because I feel like that lets you see the detail a little bit better, and it's really
you want to be able to see that iridescence within the mother of pearl. It takes on all life of its own, and it's a sheen that's so beautiful. This is top quality everything from this factory.
So absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Only yellow and white remaining.
Only yellow and white remaining.
Definitely grab those because you get the earrings and you get the necklace.
I would take those away because it's kind of busy here.
Yeah, okay. So those are very popular. And again, we started out with 3 colors. We're down to 2. Those started out at noon today. Now, we're going from very elegant and understated, because I want to kind of finish with some of the other stuff, but a little bit later, to something that is, oh my gosh, like, are you kidding me?
It's a
right? So we did one ring for you, this beautiful wave band ring with these lavender sapphires.
Lavender sapphires.
Everybody loved them. Everybody was like, wow, that's amazing. And we said, we agree with you. And so David found these earrings and this ring. And these are a combination.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this so you can really see. These are a combination of lavender and pink on one, and then shades of lavender on the other. But I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, which one of these has like over 17 carats? Like the earrings,
those earrings have 17 carats of lavender sapphire. And by the way, those are all individually special cut gemstones. There's not like, there's rounds and ovals and pairs all in this earring. I mean, it is pretty spectacular. And then you have the ring, which has all those shades of lavender and it's done on purpose. It has this randomness effect, but it's really strategic how they design the product. And there's diamonds in both of these, bordering the ring, and there's diamonds spread out within the earrings. But you can look at that and you can see, like, it's like a puzzle that you put together these gemstones, and you know, you think like, well, it looks so random. Well, it is, and it's done like that on purpose, and it's very comfortable. Look at the shape. Look at how that domes over your finger, just like your finger would.
Yeah,
that's what
I mean,
you want.
it's right. It's just, it's
flush.
Perfect. You can put gloves on with this. It's not going to get in the way. It is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I have to say, in all honesty, the camera does not do this justice. The colors of this
Look at that come out with that color.
So beautiful and so pink. I'm just trying to make it show the colors, and there's so much more lively to me than what I'm seeing on my monitor.
Yeah.
In person, they're much more pink.
Yes, and by the way, these are set in rose, 18 karat rose gold over silver. And I love that because it's kind of, I think the purple combination with the rose and all that makes such good sense. But you know, I just think that this is something I'm sure you'll say you haven't seen before. And that's what I always try and do. That's what we try to do, not bring things that are everywhere. And this one really separates apart the traditional gemstone ring from the extravagant, what looks like it would be a one-of-a-kind piece that you'd find on Rodeo Drive or Madison Avenue.
I have to say, it's the most beautiful shades of pink.
Yeah.
In person, when you look at the page, look at the pictures, because you know, here again, I think we have just a lot of light and it's kind of washing it out. I cannot wait for you to see the pictures.
Yep.
I mean, it is staggering. It is beautiful. Yep. It is like that one of a kind. Again, it looks like you went to a jeweler and said, you know, make me something nobody else has, and they created this one of a kind thing for you.
Yeah, and for those of you who are saying, well, I never heard of lavender sapphire before, well, there's a reason for that. It's not readily available out there. When you think of sapphire, you think of blue sapphire. Maybe there's a yellow sapphire you think of, but this lavender color is so special and unique and very difficult to mine. So I'm thrilled that we were able to offer this not only in the necklace, in the earrings, but in the ring as well.
Yeah, it's really mind-boggling. I mean, if you are a connoisseur If you are a black belt of fine jewelry, if you are a girl who really wants something that makes everybody else go, holy Toledo, did you see that thing she was wearing? Right? Oh yeah, that's your piece. This is not a beginner. This is not a first piece of jewelry. This is a trained professional, people. This is a woman who knows, I mean, just like the really good stuff. You're like, you know what? I love jewelry. I've seen a lot of jewelry. I know something really, really special when I see it.
Yep.
That's those pieces.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, they're so
love
gorgeous. Yeah, so I love that we can bring you those kinds of things because those are the kinds of things that typically, you know, again, every different company and every different size of company has things that they do well. And when you're a large company, you're good at doing large numbers of things for a low price because you can do large numbers of things. But when you're a small company, you can do amazing things.
Yes, you can.
Because you don't have to do a million of them.
Yeah.
You know, you can just do really special things. And that's definitely those two pieces in Lavender Sapphire. Loving those. Okay. Gosh, it's so beautiful.
I know.
All good. So, where to go from here, David?
You're wearing those beautiful earrings.
Oh, yes.
I think those are
So,
great.
these earrings, I have to say, are one of my favorite pieces. These are something that is brought to us by, once again, one of our favorite lines of jewelry. And this is a line of jewelry where every single step is done by hand. Let me see if I can go down here and kind of give you,
That looks pretty good.
not bad.
I'm going to do something. I'm going to actually go a little bit this way.
Yeah, so they
a little
can
bit
see.
this way, so
Perfect.
you can see a little bit on the side how this is
Yeah.
huggy. It's a hinge, and that's all micro pave stones set in there. Really, really difficult, very laborious, but I love that they're huggable hoops, meaning they hug the ear, they have that hinge, they precisionally snap into place, and they're just very easy. And you know, we're all wearing masks these days, and the designer who does these always is saying to me, I'm selling so many of these because, you know, they go great with masks. You don't have to worry getting in the way or anything like that. And really, these are everyday earrings. You could wear these night, day, whatever. But I just think that they're so comfortable, you're never going to want to take them off.
They really are. And this is that line where everything is done by hand.
Yeah.
So the workmanship is amazing, the quality is amazing, the finishing, the detail. We have them in rose white, black, and yellow.
Yeah.
And I think if you love black rhodium and you have dark hair, you realize that black rhodium earrings are a great idea that disappear on you. And so when you put a beautiful pave in that black rhodium, it really shows up, and it shows up beautifully.
And some of you out there wondering, well, I've seen these before already. Well, you have, because they have sold out now 3 times.
Yep.
This will be the 4th time we are bringing them back. And that's because of the popularity. These are like that no-brainer gifts, self-purchase. Just if you're thinking of anyone on your list, it's affordable but fashionable.
And it's just boop, right up on the ear. Draws the eye up. A little bit of a visual facelift, perfect little bit of sparkle, great with your earrings, great with your readers, great with long hair, not going to get lost, not going to get caught. Just
for sure.
Really, really gorgeous. Also, by the way, with a lot of the looks now of wearing multiple things on the ear at a time, sometimes you want a more simple earring because you're going to do multiple piercings or cuffs or those kinds of things. So
very good
I
point.
think this is perfect.
Yeah, I think it is too. It actually is very, very trend right for using multiple earrings in your ear. I think it's a great earring for that.
Perfect. Okay, so love those. So glad we could get them for you again. Trust me when I tell you, these just absolutely bring down the house every time we offer them. Like everybody wants them. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I got them last time in yellow. I'm going to come back and get them in white. Oh, I got them in rose. I'm going to come back and get them in black. So trust me when I tell you, if you have one pair, you want another pair.
Yeah.
That's how good they are. Yeah.
That's so true.
Love those. So love those earrings. Those are coming up this week, and they are absolutely amazing. Then we have the sweetest little necklace. And this is just that perfect little touch of something. You know, the look right now is to wear things that are very fine and to layer them. Very understated, very subtle. That is exactly what this is, and a perfect little baby safety pin.
Yes.
With pave on one side and a little stone dangling from the other.
I will tell you that the scale of this is what I love so much about this. It has that look, that fine jewelry look, that 18 karat gold look, or platinum over with set with diamonds. And it just looks like that. And I love the fact that in this safety pin, you have a little heart on the side, which has those pave stones, and that little tiny drop, that little tiny dangle, which just kind of finishes the piece. You know, it's a little extra detail. It's something that just is really special, but very wearable. This is the type of piece that I feel like, you know, it's a no-brainer anytime you want to wear this, nighttime, daytime, any outfit. It's something that's really easy and sophisticated to do. It's set in sterling silver, 18 karat over sterling, or rhodium over silver, and I think it's just, again, a necklace. Again, it's attached, so you wear it. You find your centerpiece, center of your body where you want to wear it, and it's just easy. And it has an extender on it, so you can adjust it to whatever outfit you have on.
I mean, literally, you could leave this on when you go to the gym. Like it's just not too much.
Yeah.
And I remember back when I did work out, those were the days. You know, that I would look around in class, and there were someone who would wear some very simple pieces of jewelry to the gym to work out. Obviously, nothing large. But this is something that literally, if you left it on when you're going to the gym, it would never be too much. I mean, you cannot do it wrong. So I have one on just because I was wearing it earlier because I like it.
I always wear the yellow.
You know, I always wear the yellow. And it's that perfect little tiny touch of something. I love it layered. I love it on its own. Isn't that perfect? Just right here.
It's like
I think the camera's focusing on what's behind me, so sorry about that. That happens. But I look better blurry anyway, so really, it's all good.
This is a necklace that looks like you're not trying very hard. You just have it, but
like
it's
this thing.
But if you were just walking at the grocery store, I would be looking over and like saying, "What do you have on?" That's really interesting. And by the way, this is something only the Italians do. Italian craftsmanship, their design innovation is just incredible. And here we go again with something that they've done.
Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I love that piece. It is so beautiful, so well done, so sweet, so wearable. I would wear it. My nieces would wear it. You know, there's just no wrong way. Right, your daughters would wear it. I mean, if this is something every age, every style, every look. You know, like I could see Tova wearing this, and I could see my nieces wearing it. I can't think of more of a range than Tova's style that is. Like I should call Tova and tell her I'm using her name in vain in the best possible way. But you know, she's known for being so elegant and so beautiful, and she always is. By the way, even when no one's around, that is really as fabulous as she is. You know, and then my nieces are in high school and college, and everybody is going to love that necklace, and it's one of the things that I love about it. So. Love that piece. Very simple, very understated, very, very sweet. I'm going to put that maybe back over here. Covered these pieces. So this cord, I want to tell you that this cord is one of two things coming up at 8 p.m. tonight. And this is really important because this is what all of you have been asking for. Every time we offer a leather cord, a real leather cord, and by the way, you know what's amazing is how hard it is to find a really good quality, real leather, soft, round, supple, high-end, not stiff, not thick, not rough. I mean, this is not cut from, like carved out of leather. This is a beautiful covered round cord, and it has that lobster claw in the back. Now, for the first time ever, we are able to offer this as an advance order. That means we can add the 16-inch, which everyone has been asking for.
They have.
So 16, 18, 24, 32, 36. You choose the length. Don't forget, you can double the 32, you can double the 36. Not a problem. You can put so many of the pendants you already own on this. You know, we've done a few larger pendants on a leather cord. Everybody wants the leather cord, you know.
But and you can't get it because, you know, you sell them as a set. But here it's like this, like we talked about it, it's kind of a jewelry helper. It's like one of the, it's like the magnetic clasps. Everybody should have a leather cord in their wardrobe so that it's like a chameleon. If you're wearing a chain with a pendant, this creates a whole new look. I love with the cameo, for instance. The cameo comes with a beautiful chain, but when you put it with the cord, it becomes a little edgier.
A little cooler.
A little cooler. And
a little more like a leather jacket, a little less like an evening gown.
It creates a whole different look. And we're just showing you two pieces here that we have offered before.
But I have to say, if you love jewelry, I guarantee you have so many things already in your jewelry collection that will be perfect with a leather
Yep.
cord, and it makes everything new again. Oh, look how different this looks with a leather cord. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous this
Yep.
pendant looks. I've never worn it with a leather cord. It's like a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah.
You know, so I love that about it. And I do think, once again, this is something that's going to work for every woman because she's going to work it with her own style. It is
Yeah.
the best gift idea because it's really hard to find truly high quality, beautifully finished, supple, soft, gorgeous leather cord in all the lengths with a lobster claw.
I love it. You
The
know,
Italian craftsmanship.
I love advanced orders for this very reason. The fact that we can offer all these sizes, add new sizes, as Lisa said. And, you know, we offered this last week and it was so popular that we're like, let's try and see if we can pull a miracle out. And of course, Italy just opened up. They have so many orders they're working on, but they know us very well. And they say, you know what, we're going to make this work for you. We'll fit this in, we'll put some orders back. And that's what they do on advanced orders. And this is very much the type of thing that we would like to offer as an advance order so you can get yours and reserve yours.
And there are so many people who were saying, you know, it's so frustrating. Everything sells out so quickly. And you're going, okay, well, that's an exaggeration. You know, as a business, we wish that were true. We wish that every single time we put something up, it'd be gone. You know, obviously, that's not what happens. But what does happen is that we sell a lot of things, and consistently, there's one or two things in each collection that everybody just kind of goes, oh, wow, and that's gone quickly. So when you're the one waiting on that one piece or those two pieces, then you feel like, oh my gosh, everything's always sold out.
So true.
So what usually happens is some things do sell out very quickly, some things last a few days. But this is something that has been gone so quickly. Every time we've offered it, and we've never really been able to work with the Italians on an advance order and the leather cord. It's a little different than the normal advance order they do for us. We're talking different factories. It's more complicated, but we are able to do it for the first time ever. And I love the fact that we're offering it in 16 inches. Because I think 16 inches, if it's a chain, is going to hit at the bottom of the hollow of your throat. It's not a choker. A choker's 14. It is an average size neck. So again, everybody's a little different. An average size neck, a 16-inch chain is going to hit at the bottom of the hollow of your throat if there's nothing on it. Now, if you put something on it, it's going to hang a little lower. So that's why to have a leather cord in a 16-inch that would normally hit here, and then with the pendant hits right here, it's going to be so perfect for so many of your pendants.
That's why we're happy to bring the 16-inch down to you.
And everybody's been asking for it, so now you can.
And
How great is that?
really, this is truly one of the softest leathers you could possibly get in jewelry because it's actually made by a leather manufacturer that doesn't specialize in jewelry. They make this for us. They specialize in handbags and other leather goods. That's what our vendor told us. You know, they go to them. Nobody goes to them for jewelry, but they make this for us.
Yeah, but the quality is exceptional, and that is really, really important. And I just love knowing what this is going to do for your jewelry wardrobe. And I love that every different length is going to be what you need for different pieces in your jewelry wardrobe, and different things that you're wearing it with, and different necklines, and different everything. So now you can collect them, and you can add to the collection you have. Maybe you're going, you know what, I have an 18-inch, I wear it all the time. Well, think about getting a 32-inch or a 36-inch and doubling it. What a great look.
This is the this is the lobster claw in the back of what it looks like. You can see.
Perfect.
Just showing you it's capped, beautifully done with the tag.
Love.
So you can see.
Gorgeous.
As opposed to my favorite cross where there is no clasp on it. It's beautiful, it just ties around. This is your chance to get something that is clasped. So I think it's important.
So that leather cord is one of the two things coming up at 8 p.m. tonight. And you know what? I know this is a little weird. I'm going to have you take this one with you and bring it back with you the next time you come back. Okay? Because I want to show some of the other things coming up in this week. And then we have something special to finish with, a little preview on that one. But there's a few pieces of jewelry that are really special we haven't shown you yet, so don't go away because they're really, really good. All right, now, one of the things that we have coming up this week, and it's actually a few different boutiques this week, are some beautiful ideas for your home. And I don't know about you, but what happens is, we'll start over here. What happens is, you know, Christmas is gorgeous, right? It's lights and it's glitter and everything's beautiful and it's full and it's warm and it's pretty, and then all the Christmas stuff goes away and you're like, oh, it looks kind of sad and bare now. I need to have my house look pretty, right? That's when you need to add a few things to make it even more special. So, I think there's a chair, I'm gonna use it for a second. Okay. We wanted to bring you some beautiful finishing touches for your home that are perfect for this time of year. Number one, this mirrored picture frame, right? What could be better? It's beautiful, it's substantial. I love it just on its own, even if you want to just leave the picture that comes in it, it's pretty. But obviously with the picture of the people you love, it's gonna be even better. And that brings your memories and your special moments into your everyday, which is such a wonderful, wonderful way to decorate. Every time you walk by the coffee table or the dresser, you're gonna see that picture of that special occasion, the wedding, the birthday, the trip, and you're gonna, when your baby was born, and remember that amazing, amazing memory, and all those great feelings are gonna come back. And that's one of the wonderful things about decorating with pictures. So I love this mirrored picture frame. It's substantial, it's beautiful, and it's gonna be gorgeous when you're decorating. Now, one of the other things that I think makes every room warm and welcoming is a clock. I know that sounds a little simplistic, but I have to say a clock that I can glance at from across the room and see what time it is, as well as just the whole feel of this. This is a dark distressed iron look. It has beautiful detail at the top, curved legs. It's kind of a triangle. It has a little leg in the back. The distressed aged look on the face. Isn't that pretty? This is going to be great on a mantle, on a coffee table, bookshelves, anywhere you want in your home. And it adds that warmth that we love when it comes to decorating our homes. I do feel like these are the kinds of things, candles, book boxes, flowers, frames, clocks, these are the kinds of things that really make your home warm and wonderful and welcoming. Now, one of the other things that makes any space more welcoming is a little bit of green, right? Little bit of green. This is a beautiful plant that makes it look like your green thumb just never ends. Doesn't it? It just looks like, wow, look how great you are. There's not even a dead leaf on there. This is, of course, man-made. I love the size of it. I love that it's all green because it's not going to compete with anything else in your room. There's something about adding simply the look of plants to a room, green in a room, that really, really makes it in any space. It has a beautiful, simple gray base on it in this pot, and it's ready to go. This is going to be perfect on a kitchen windowsill, a nightstand, an office desk, a foyer table, a coffee table, bookshelves, the master bath on the side of the tub. Like, there's no wrong place to put this plant. And I love it because it looks so fresh. It looks like, wow, you must really be good at plants. Now, I'm good at buying plants that aren't going to die on me. This requires no work at all because you just put it where you want it and you're good. This beautiful little design, this beautiful little piece is one of a set of 4 small blue and white vases. It's actually going to be 2 little jars and 2 vases, but it's a set of 4. Isn't this gorgeous? These are beautiful on their own. They're gorgeous with flowers in them. You're going to get all 4. This is just one of them, and I love that. Now, one of the most unusual things I've seen are these beautiful little winter, I call them winter capsules. And what it is a beautiful little round, almost like an ornament. It has a hole in the top with a cork. It looks like snow in the bottom. It has one of 3 different little plants in there, and that's going to be a set of 3. And then what you have is this little LED light in the base. It comes with a coin battery, so you're good. You can hang these, you can set these, but it's that perfect little bit of warmth in winter. After everything Christmas is gone, here's that perfect little bit of warmth in winter and finishing. You can hang these, you can set them. They're absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I know it's kind of hard to see when you're looking at the pictures. Make sure and take a look to see that there's a beautiful little LED light in each and every one. And then again, you get the coin battery for the base on that. That's going to be a set of 3. And I think those are so pretty. So, so, so pretty. Now, one of the easiest ways to make any room look really inviting is adding softness and texture in throw pillows, right? These are beautiful throw pillows. We call this one gray, and we call this one black. Now, granted, this is a light gray and this is a dark gray, but we're calling this gray and we're calling this black. And you're gonna have the square, which is gorgeous, but these come in a set of 2. So you're going to get the square and the rectangle in whichever color you choose. This is going to have a simple backing on it. It's going to have a textured velvet. It's going to have beautiful foil and these botanical kind of print on the leaves. This is the easiest thing to do. It makes your bed look updated. It makes your couch look updated, your sofa, your chairs. And when they call it a throw pillow, it's because the easiest way to redecorate is just literally to have a throw pillow. Oh, that's mine because of the timer. Thank you, I'll explain that later. Sorry about that. So this is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So throw pillows, a square and a rectangle, that's a set of 2. We're calling this black, we're calling this gray. By the way, one of the things we're also offering this weekend, I forgot to mention it, is the actual little accent table that we have these pieces on. And I love this because it's a round kind of natural wood on the top, and then you have the distressed white and black underneath, which is very, very cool. So loving that fabulous kind of addition in the accent table on that one. Now, over here in front on this bench, we have 2 more of the set of 4 of these beautiful little blue and white. So again, here's one more lidded jar. Here's one of the vases. You're going to get 2 vases, 2 little jars in the set. Here's one of our other beautiful little winter capsules that I love. We still have a few of this set of 4 flameless candles that I absolutely love. Then we have these beautiful slate, kind of distressed, antiqued bottles. Can you see the different colors in this? We're going to have 3 different sizes. This is the smallest one. I think this is 11 and a half. Then we go to 14 and 15. If I'm recalling correctly, we'll double check me on that. But these are beautiful. These are gorgeous on their own. These are beautiful with flowers, with branches, with anything you want in them. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Very quickly, the largest one is really large. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the patterns. Isn't that cool? The distressing, the patterns, really, really beautiful. Love that one. By the way, here's some of the little winter capsules on a little winter tree, which I think is so sweet. So again, you can hang them, you can set them, whatever you want to do, and they're going to be gorgeous either way. And I love adding a little bit of light in winter, even though it's not specifically Christmas. I think that's what we're all missing when we take down all of our Christmas. So up here on the mantle, we have this beautiful large vase, and this is a vase that just will go with so many different styles, right? This is our largest size in this vase. It has kind of an unfinished look on most of it, and then a soft distressed blue glaze at the top. Really, really pretty, beautiful on its own, gorgeous with flowers, beautiful with branches. There's no wrong way to do that one, that's for sure, and that one is so pretty. Then this set of 2 trays, how gorgeous are these? They each have a beautiful pattern in this antique Mercury looking mirror, a beautiful kind of distressed wood frame. You're getting both of those in one set. Yes, you can set them down and put candles and everything on them, and they're beautiful just setting up like mirrors, which is stunning. Once again, more of the set of 4 flameless candle. We have a few of those left, and I love that. This is the 4th piece in your 2 vase, 2 lidded jar set in the blue and white. Love that, so pretty. And then this set of 3 candlesticks. Now, these candlesticks I love so much that when we offered them the first time, I kept a set because I cannot give them up. I love them more than anything. It's a deep distressed gold with a beautiful deep wood. They're done in resin, but they look like the most beautiful aged wooden candlesticks that used to be covered in gold and kind of get rubbed off in places, you know. I love these. These have a flat top, so you can use them with the pillar candle. Whether it's flameless or real, whichever you prefer. And they are stunning. Each and every one is a little different, but they all go beautifully together, and you get the set of 3. And then, last but not least, this beautiful matte European glass vase right over here. And this is stunning because you have a beautiful, almost smoky turquoise color in the European glass and a beautiful gold around the top. So that's going to work with so many of the flowers you have, all the different branches, everything you have. It's going to be absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Now, I wanted to show you a few more of the fashion pieces, and then we'll talk about some of the jewelry, but I love this top. This is a top that I love so much, I would have it in a dozen colors if we had it in a dozen colors. It's a simple V-neck. I love that it's kind of a tomato heathered kind of color on the fabric, absolutely beautiful. I love the sleeve, so it's a straight, it's actually going to be a raglan, and it goes to a straight sleeve, but then it goes out to these beautiful, beautiful, almost a balloon, like a lantern style. Isn't that pretty? And it's elasticized on the cuff, so you can push them up if you want. This is the perfect t-shirt. Oh my gosh, is it gorgeous? Absolutely, absolutely love it. Now, one of the tops that I think is so pretty is this sweater. So this is a really great, easy sweater. It's kind of an oversized sweater, but at the bottom, what you're going to see is that it has this beautiful panel of lace in front and in back. That's a scalloped lace. So this is going to be gorgeous if you want to dress it up with a black pair of slacks and high heels, or pants. This is going to be gorgeous with your jeans. This is going to be great with leggings and boots right now, and your white jeans and really cute sandals in July. There's just no wrong way to wear it. It has a slit up both sides because that's where the lace goes one way and the lace goes the other way. How absolutely, absolutely beautiful. It's going to be oversized through the body. It's going to be kind of closer fitting in the sleeves, but it stretches. It's made to be that way so you can really kind of push it up if you want to. And then you have all that beautiful lace around the bottom. That is gorgeous. Nice kind of almost a boat neckline on that. Really, really sweet. So love that piece. Then, gosh, so many great sweaters. Oops. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful sweater. It's just a big, comfy, fabulous, oversized sweater. I'm telling you, it's the kind of sweater that you live in, you want to wrap up in. I was wearing this around the office today, and Sam was going, I really like that sweater. I'm like, well, it's coming up this week. It's just that, it's that sweater you love to live in. Again, it's the kind of sweater that I would wear and my nieces would wear. And we'd wear it completely differently, and it would be great on both of us. It is that fabulous, just comfy, soft, amazing, oversized sweater that you love. It has the pockets, all good. Love this sweater. That's coming up this week. I always think if it's going to be cold, might as well get some cute things to wear. Why sit around and freeze when it's an excuse to get really new, cute things to wear, right? So, loving that sweater. Then, this. So this is a really beautiful top, and I love the color of this top. I love the fact that it's this beautiful kind of cinnamon color, which is stunning. It's a woven fabric, almost a little bit of a sateen, not really too shiny, and I like that. Has a simple button-down design in the front, but here you have the shirring right here, and that goes all the way down to the middle of the sleeve. So you have this gathered design going down. So it really gives it a little bit more of a finished look, a really elegant look. I love that feel to it. I just think this is one of those pieces that you're gonna love. You can tuck it in, you can wear it out. It has the long sleeve and the button cuff, so you can actually pull it up if you kind of push it up on your arms if you want to. And then it has kind of a softened shirt tail hem. Isn't that pretty? You know, you could go ahead, again, tuck it in with an obi belt, wear it out. There's no wrong way to wear that. The color is amazing, and the color is perfect with this. So I love this look. This is what they would call kind of a horse blanket look, and it's a look that I've seen a number of high-end couture houses do, including Ralph, you know who, very Americana. So this is that look, and I love the fact that this is so well done. It really does look like you went to Madison Avenue. So it's this beautifully textured, real kind of blanket texture on the front. It has the look of leather on this longer strap that's adjustable, so that's crossbody or long shoulder. It also has real bamboo handles. Has the real bamboo look in the handle. So that's going to be one that has that look that I absolutely, absolutely love. And this is one of those that just goes, oh my gosh, you know, you look like you should be going somewhere special. There's just me and my bag. Just me and my bag, hanging out, looking amazing, right? And it gives you that little bit more of a casual feel, but still a really special feel. So there's a number of couture houses on Madison Avenue in the more expensive areas, and they do this look, and it's thousands of dollars. So I love that we can bring this to you. And it has, again, the look of the bamboo, really, really well done. And then it does actually close. It zips shut on the top. Inside, you're gonna have a zip pocket and back, 2 slip pockets on the front, and it's black on the interior. How gorgeous is that bag? So I love this because I tend to dress simply. You'll notice I dress in a lot of solid colors. I do tend to dress simply, so I like a bag that has a little bit going on. This is a great way to bring in a little color, a little bit of ton of texture, a little bit of shape, and it's absolutely gorgeous and really classic and really sophisticated. So love that look. So that is also coming up this week. I'm gonna put that right here. Then I know. I still have some beautiful jewelry to talk about with David. This sweater that I think is absolutely fabulous. So again, this is that really, really fun, kind of oversized, soft, cozy sweater that you love to wear. I love the fact that you have the soft peach and the blue going into kind of the pink there as well. Beautiful, soft, kind of heather tans and creams. Doesn't this just look like, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like money is no object. You just go buy whatever you want. You throw this on with your jeans and loafers, you look like you can, you know, like you never ask how much something is. You just go, yeah, I'll take that, right? It just has that look to it, but it's not fussy and it's not too much. And I love the texture and I love the sweater. This is that big, chunky, fabulous, oversized sweater that just looks like $1,000,000. Now, one of the things I'm going to warn you about quickly are these baseball caps. Remember these baseball caps? These are the Touch of Couture baseball caps. We're going to have them in the black once again and this beautiful distressed gray. Now, these are literally a touch of couture. So the young woman who started this company buys the real couture bags, repurposes the fabric in this, goes through all the paperwork and gets it done. These absolutely flew out. Could not keep them in stock. Had angry letters, by the way, emails from people saying, I can't believe you didn't get more of those. Why didn't you get more of those? And you're like, well, because my crystal ball was down and who knew? So, you know, usually my ESP is only good on days I don't eat broccoli, and I was just really craving some greens the night before, so what are you gonna do? Now, I mean, obviously, you know, we had no idea. This was kind of a new direction for us. We don't do a lot of baseball caps, and this whole Touch of Couture, I gotta tell you, oh my gosh, did this set the world on fire. There's nothing better than something as casual as a baseball cap that looks this good. And here's the thing that I really like about it. It doesn't look like you're trying too hard. You ever notice that sometimes if you see somebody wearing a couture piece that's really, really obvious, you're like, yeah, subtle, right? Oh, so subtle. Way to blend in. Yeah. This, for some reason, is just that perfect little bit. It doesn't look like you're trying too hard. It's not too much. It's absolutely perfect. I guarantee if you have a daughter, you two are going to get in a fight over this baseball cap. Guaranteed. Unless she's 2, in which case it'll be a few years, but eventually you'll still get in a fight over the baseball cap. So these are coming up this week in the black and the gray. Please watch your preview blog. So tonight is a preview. It's not every detail of every item. It's a preview. Want to remind you the best way to know what's coming up the next day, because we have new shopping every day. Every day at noon Eastern time, Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we have brand new items that go up for sale, and they show up at the top of the Lisa Robertson collection on lisarobertson.com. The best way to know what's coming up, so you don't have to wait until the boutique is ready, is to subscribe to our email, because every evening there's an email that goes out, and at the end of that email it says, here's a link to the preview blog so you can see what's coming up tomorrow. So then you know, oh my gosh, these hats are coming up tomorrow. I'm going to set my alarm so I don't miss out. Remember when I said there's certain things that everybody agrees on and they sell out really, really quickly? Yeah. So make sure and watch your preview blog on those, because those are fabulous. Absolutely, absolutely fabulous. Now, one last fabulous piece and we're back to our jewelry. Hold on. So I just love, doesn't this just look so, again, it looks like Coco You Know Who. Like, oh, it was on Madison Avenue. I saw this wrap and I just had to have it. So I have to say, a number of years ago, there was one wrap that this reminds me of, and I wanted it so badly, but it was $3,000, so I didn't buy it. I know, it's crazy, right? I know, I thought it was crazy too, so I didn't buy it either. But I loved the look. That wrap haunted me for like 2 years. I kept looking for it, thinking maybe I can get one used. But I never did. This is exactly the look. It looks like Coco You Know Who. So this is a beautiful kind of boucle, but it's on a soft winter white, and it has beautiful charcoal with hints of a distressed gold. And then the edge is going to be done in black and white with a blanket stitch and a gold thread. It is beyond gorgeous. It is exquisite with this soft faux fur around the neckline, the soft faux fur here. This is a real wrap, see? But It attaches here, so it's always going to stay in place. Loving. All right, David, you ready? I just wanted to show this at the end so I could wear it. Oh, this started at noon today, I believe, right? Yeah, this started at noon today. And it's very, very popular. So I just wanted to wear it, so I'm going to do it at the end. Okay, now, first of all, I want to talk about two very, very special things before we start talking about the weekend. So one of the very special things is this scapular cross. This cross is coming up tonight at 8 p.m. This is not an advance order. I'm telling you that because that means that we do only have a certain number of those to go around. This is a cross that is so popular every time it's on. And somebody, I saw an email the other day where somebody said, maybe it was my Facebook page, when is the scapular cross going to be delivered? I'm like, we don't have any available right now because we just got this order in and we're going to be offering it this week. So it has 10 different symbols, 5 on the front, 5 on the back, everything from St. Benedict to St. Anthony to the miraculous medal, the Holy Spirit, I mean, everything. It is so beautiful.
And I love the quality because this is, you know, we always talk about Italian factories and there's so many there, not as many there used to be, but we know which factory to go to if we want a herringbone. We know where to go if we want religious jewelry. And in this case, there is one manufacturer who really does it better than anyone else. And here's why. You can see the detail that they are able to create within their pieces. I mean, not only do they have this beautiful satin finish, they border it with this hand diamond cutting, the shape of this cross. To get those 10 designs on here, there's so much labor involved in this. It's solid. And I think the meaning behind this is amazing as I learn about it. There's so many different symbols on this and things that are meaningful to different people. And so this is probably one of the most popular crosses I think we've ever offered.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I have to say what's interesting is, yes, this if you're Catholic, you'll recognize this cross. As a Protestant, I love this cross. I mean, it's honestly, it's so beautiful. And there are so many wonderful symbols on here of you know, different saints and Mary and Jesus and all of, I mean, every single uplifting positive thing that you can pray for, I think, is expressed on here in some form or another through the symbolism and through the saints and through everything else on this beautiful cross. And to have 10 on one, because you have 5 on one side and 5 on the other. I was going to say front and back, but there's not really a front and back, so.
No, there's not.
You know.
Again, it's attention to detail that this factory does. It's their specialty. So, you know, when someone specializes in a certain thing, you're going to go to that factory. That's great. If you want a certain texture of a Rolo, we know where to go. If you want a certain texture of you know, of any type of status link, we know where to go. But this is something that we feel we've nailed it with this piece because it is so easy to see, so easy to wear, has so much meaning behind it, and we know that jewelry with a meaning is so important right now. You know, this is just a very special piece. The manufacturing process is incredible.
I love the fact that we have it in 3 different colors. I love the fact that it comes on a beautiful chain with tiny beads.
Yeah, it's a very special chain.
Yeah, and it is really so beautifully done. That every single time we offer it, everyone falls in love with it all over again. And I do think it's one of those pieces that is just very uplifting. I turned the veil around on that one. That was me, sorry. It's very uplifting. It's absolutely stunning. It's very elegant. It's just that perfect piece.
Yeah, and it does have the perfect chain fit. I love everything about this. I like the fact that we have it in 3 colors, but this is not an advance order. This is actually here. You'll get it immediately. And hopefully you get it. Get yours.
Yes, I love that. So, rose, white, or yellow. That one is coming up at 8 p.m. tonight. Now, this is a piece that's coming up a little bit later in the week, and I have to say it is one of my favorite pieces. This is an actual widow's mite coin. Now, the widow's mite, by the way, the widow's mite is the penny of the ancient world. These were coins that were all cut and created by hand. Often with very crude instruments, and you see that they're not perfect. That's because this is over 1,000 years old. Over 1,000 years old. When Jesus walked the earth, this was what people were spending in money. When people were walking the streets of Pompeii and buying fast food, because they had fast food restaurants in Pompeii, this is what they were using. These are coins that when they say, if this coin could talk, It would tell you about a first date. It would tell you about every single, being part of every single different human experience from over 1,000 years ago. And it is very famous because of the story of the widow's mite. So this is the widow's mite from the biblical story.
Yeah.
And in the biblical story, the story is that there were wealthy people who would come into the temple, and everyone would give a gift and an offering more grand than the last.
Yeah.
Just these caravans of riches to show. You know, they were saying, I'm giving this because I'm pious, but they were really giving it because they wanted everyone to see how much money they had.
Yeah.
And then there was a poor woman who had nothing. She was a widow, and you have to think about, in those days, what did you do as a woman if you had no one to support you? She was a widow, she had nothing. And she was so embarrassed that she had nothing, but she wanted to give. So, I'm sorry, it makes me emotional, isn't that crazy? She wanted to give, so she snuck around the back, and when no one could see, she took her 2 pennies, and she put them on the side where no one could see, because she didn't want anyone to see them.
Yeah.
She had nothing. And the story is, of course, that she gave more than everyone, because she gave everything she had. And all these people who gave all of these riches gave only a tiny fraction that didn't really cost them anything. And she gave everything. And that's the coin.
Yeah.
You just look at it and go, that's not a replica, that's not a copy,
No.
that's not inspired by, that is an actual coin from over 1,000 years
That
ago.
was excavated from the earth.
Yes.
And they found it. And this is in its genuine form. If you're wondering why it's not a perfectly round
Because
circle.
it's over 1,000 years. It's like 2,000 years old. I mean, it's
And they found these. And, you know, and by the way, the fact that we're carrying this doesn't mean like, oh, we'll take this many. No, they have a limited amount and we take what they give us. And so.
And one of the things that we're very, very particular about too is making sure that any source we have for ancient coins is very, very credible.
Yes.
You know, the provenance of the piece, they have to know exactly where it came from. They have to trace the dig. I mean, they know where these pieces come from.
Well, we get a certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, and that's something that we're very particular about. And it is very important because it's more than a sentiment. You want a genuine piece of history. This is a genuine piece of history. It comes with the romance card. I can't think of a more amazing gift than to give someone something that is 2,000 years old.
It's hard to think about that. It's hard to fathom what it was like 2,000 years ago, and then here's something that existed from that, and here we have it. So
it's amazing. So this is something we've offered only a very few times. They are very, very difficult to find now. So I was so glad that we could offer it to you again.
I'm excited too. So
okay, so that is very special. Now, don't forget at 8 p.m. we have the scapular cross and the leather cord.
Yes.
On
and they do not work together. So don't think you're going to get both of them.
They're just two really, really important pieces.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you. They're two very important pieces. But the bail on the cross is a smaller bail, so it does not work on the leather cord. Okay. Now, at the end of this week, normally that is when the Vicenza Jewelry Show would be going on. David and I would be going to Vicenza. We would be flying out Friday night. We'd be landing Saturday morning. Even though the show would start on Friday, we'd probably go and then we'd work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, come home Tuesday. But what we are able to do because of the connections that we have with the factories in Italy is we've already been working with them.
Yeah.
So before, when we thought the jewelry show was on, we were working with them and saying, what are your newest pieces? What do you have? What are the trends? What's exciting? And then when the jewelry show was called off because of what is happening in the world, we were already in contact with them. And so we have some of the most beautiful advance orders that we're able to do for you in honor of what would have been the Vicenza Jewelry Show. And this amazing choice of cameos is one of them.
It is such an incredible feat that not only could get one cameo, but we got the variety here of 5 different cameos. And each one is a different story. These are different regions, and they're different landmarks in Italy. And I'll let Lisa walk you through them. But God, Lisa, we've been to all these places so many times.
So many times.
So it's like you're now looking at it on a carved shell.
Isn't that amazing?
Think about that. I'm showing you a video before this, how they do it.
And we got to post some of those videos because they're so interesting.
So unbelievable.
So Italy is known for its carving. The actual shells do not normally come from Italy. Usually they come from Portugal. But the carving, the artisans, the craftsmanship, generation after generation is what Italy is known for. The last time we went to Italy, even though I've been there a million times, what did I buy? A cameo.
Yeah.
You know, like, can you have too many? No.
I think it should be your first purchase if you go to Italy because it is quintessential Italian. heritage.
And these are very special cameos. By the way, you're going to notice that they're not flat because they are out of a natural shell, just to show you that. This is going to be the Bridge of Sighs. This is one of the most famous landmarks in all of Italy. It is in Venice. It is in between the Palace of the Doge and the prison across the canal. The story is that when you were convicted as a criminal in the court of the Doge, you would go through back hallways to the prison, and these windows in the Bridge of Sighs were your last look at daylight. That was the story. So this is where everyone stands on that bridge looking down the canal to take a picture with the Bridge of Sighs. That is that bridge, which is iconic for the Italians, carved by the Italians in this beautiful cameo. Oh my gosh, I think it is
the attention to detail
astounding.
It's amazing. Look at just by the way, just want to point out the water. The water has ripples in it. If you look at the white lines in the water, it's showing like the water is like moving. It just, the attention to detail is just incredible.
So this is the Bridge of Sighs. Then we have the Rialto Bridge. So this is actually going to be one of the most famous bridges in Venice. And this is where you go, usually start out at St. Mark's, you go through the the maze, and you get to the Rialto Bridge, and it's that iconic view of course, on either side. This is one of the most beautiful, and I love this one is large and round with the flowers going around. The gondola in front, again, which is what Venice is known for. This is beautiful. This is so Venice. Then we have St. Mark's Square, and this is going to be kind of the courtyard of St. Mark's. So here you can see, I know, it's kind of hard. It's like, oh my gosh. So you're going to see what looks like the Palace of the Doge going across to the St. Mark's. Here's the baptism, like the bell tower back here. I mean, it's amazing. And then all these beautiful flowers below. Isn't that stunning? And this one is set kind of in an oval left to right. Really
it's
beautiful.
Not your traditional round, like it's an oval left to right. I love that.
And this is actually what looks like, this reminds me of all of the posts out front where they hook up all the boats and the gondolas and everything looking across at the square. So I love that. Then we have this is the Ponte Vecchio, and this is what you're just talking about.
That is an iconic spot.
Yes.
It's my favorite. I love the Ponte Vecchio. I go there and it's just
beautiful.
It just brings me back home.
This is in Florence. This is in Firenze. It is over the Arno River. It is the oldest bridge over the Arno River, and it's a bridge that is iconic in the world of jewelry. They call it the heart of the jewelry world because it is nothing but jewelry shops on both sides. And every time you go to Italy, to Florence, you have to go there.
And what I love about this is normally these cameos are within a frame, and this one kind of does its own thing. It's like it flows everywhere, and that's part of the show. And the design, I think it's just beautiful. And then, of course, the final one.
The final one is going to be the Lion of St. Mark's.
Yes.
So when you are in St. Mark's Square looking out to the lagoon, the Palace of the Doge on your left, you will see in front of you St. George slaying the dragon on the right and the Lion of St. Mark's on the left. And this is that Lion of St. Mark's on the column. Isn't that beautiful? So this is, again, 5 of the most beautiful landmarks in all of Italy.
And so when you think about an advanced order and what we're trying to offer, we're featuring the best of the best that we have, that we know we can offer, that makes sense. A quintessential cameo, or 5 of them, depicting scenes of Italy is what this is all about. It's why we wanted to do this advanced order. We know that cameos are so popular. We offer cameos to you and you got very excited. Well, this is now your choice of. Your choice of. It's not the traditional lady. This is actually much more detailed and refined and showing the scenery. I can't decide which one I like better.
I can't either. And what amazes me is, when you look at the woman on this traditional cameo, and I love that, and you could definitely tell that some of them are much superior in their carving, but that's an artist doing that same thing again and again and again. This is above and beyond. This is not what the artists naturally do. This is not what they normally do. This is phenomenal.
I love it. And I think that this is, again, this is Italy at its best. This is Italian craftsmanship like you've never believed. There's no one else in the world who's going to do what the Italians doing this. This brings me back to almost, how many times I've been? Over 80 times, almost 100 times to Italy, and I never get tired because I see jewelry like this.
So, sorry, I swallowed wrong. So this is just one of the advance orders that's going to be coming up for you over the weekend in honor of when we would have been at the Vicenza Jewelry Show. I want to remind you that right now it's 8 p.m. That leather cord has begun. That beautiful scapular cross is available. This beautiful cape that I'm wearing started at noon. Very, very popular.
And the clover set, I'm sorry, the flower set, that is almost on last call. So it just
that is last call.
Rose is gone. And so
yeah, that started at noon as well. All right. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to subscribe to our email so you can always see what's coming up the next day. And we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.